What is going on, everybody? How you doing on this fine Sunday evening? Happy Easter, everybody. I hope everybody had a very, very happy, very blessed Easter, and right now, if you're like me, man, it's going into that food coma time of the night. Boy, I tell you what, um, it was a very, very nice day, very good day. Got to spend it with family and friends, and it was just a very, very beautiful day. And you know, sometimes like times like tonight, man, you just like for me, just sit back and kind of just reflect and just things of the day that happened earlier, and just look back at it. And it's so freaking cool now. Instead of like the past when we had to do our recaps of the day, that was because we were so damn hungover and stuff or out of it that we were trying to remember what happened. And that's not the case now. Now it's just enjoying every moment that we were able to share. And that's what we're doing here. That's what we do with My Fight Our War. That's what we do with Music and Mayhem. That's what we do with Messin with Manny Vitale. Whatever platform we are on, that's what we do. And so right off the bat, man, you already know. You know what's going on here. And those are the shows that I'm very proud to be a part of. And as you guys know, man, I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight Our War, and co-host Music and Mayhem with my brother Skylar Ray. And now we're doing messing with Manny Vitale, just to try to create anything we can, basically anything we can, any way we can to help as many people as we can. It's really that simple. And it's like, okay, well, how are we going to go about doing this? Just try it, man. Okay, you know what? I have zero experience when it came to any of this stuff. Zero, none. The day that I started my fight or war, I literally just got up and said, for once, I'm going to follow through with something instead of just talking about it. Because for the majority of my life, that's what I did. That's exactly what I did. I would sit there and I'd sound really good. Boy, I put together a good bullshit plan. And that's not even really the case because I mean, not to totally throw myself under a bus, which is very deserving. There goes Susie. Um, a lot of the times when I did come up with this stuff, I have to straighten her chair out. Excuse me. There you go. I did receive something from a friend one time, and it said, "Hey, Manny, did you know that dogs have owners and cats have servants?" To which I said, "Yeah, you're kind of right." Um, but just going back to with me and doing this stuff, I just was absolutely clueless, and in the past, I did just for me, it was basically talking a lot of shit, but at the same time, um, in those moments of clarity, I did mean it. I did mean what some of the things I was spewing because it meant a lot to me at that time. But when it came to the next step, which was, all right, well, that's one thing you're really good at just bullshit and talking about it. Now let's put that plan into action. And that's when things went south. And that's when all of a sudden I just didn't say anything. And one day led to 3 days, led to 5 days. And then, whew, okay, people forgot about what I was talking about. Brandon, happy Easter, brother, to you and your amazing family. To you, Christy, Justice, Maya, and Bella. Hey, how's that? Susie says, "What's up?" Um, I hope you guys had a great day. I hope you had a great Easter. And for Brandon and a lot of us in recovery, I tell you what, every day is a holiday. Every day that we wake up sober, every day that we have that clarity. Kevin, how you doing, man? Happy and blessed Easter to you, Kevin, and your family as well. I hope you guys had an amazing day. Um, and all, like I was saying, is all of our days are blessed. Boy, I tell you what, every day is like a holiday, right, Mary Jane? Every day is a holiday because it's a day that we woke up. It's a day that we opened our eyes. It's a day that we could actually make a change for the better. Um, so it doesn't have to be, with a lot of times I'll call a Hallmark holiday, or just a certain day to celebrate joy, laughter, peace, love, anything at all. We don't need a specific day to say, hey, you know what, today is, so and so's birthday. Today is, Valentine's Day. Today, whatever day it is. So I'm going to get a card and I'm going to give it to someone and say, hey, you know what? You're very special. I mean, it's nice and all, don't get me wrong. You know what? Tomorrow's Monday. Why don't you do it on Monday? Day after is Tuesday. Why don't you do it again? We don't need to have, the marketing world tell us, well, Tuesday, be nice to everyone. Tuesday, go buy a card and flowers, or take someone you care and love to dinner, or just spend time with them. And that's one thing that, that I truly appreciate is, and it's really just the things in life that really probably don't matter to most people. And that's the quiet time. That's like right now. It's not really quiet time. I don't know if a lot of people would consider sitting here in front of a live camera on social media, going to the limits are endless, and think this is just calm time, relaxing time. But for me, it really is. I've got Susie the Wonder Dog right here with me. I've got the most amazing family with My Fighter War and all of the other incredible organization and platforms that are part of our family as well. I look over here and I see Brandon and Kevin and Mary Jane and whoever else may be here. And it's a happy place. And I know in my past, this would have been meaningless to me. What else means a lot to me, besides just opening my eyes in the morning, is looking outside and seeing that sunrise. Because the way my apartment is, I look out the sliding door onto the balcony, and I've got this big ass, like, two ponds back to back, great big ass ponds out there, full of ducks and geese and heron, and there's woods off to the side where fox and little coyotes come running around. And then around 7 o'clock or whatever, sunrise, the sun starts coming up over the horizon, and it just beams down on that water. And again, in my past, why would I want to get up anytime before sunrise or at sunrise when I could, sleep an extra couple hours? It would mean nothing to me. Now it does. Seeing that first ray of sunshine, it's kind of a mental note. Hey, you know what? I made it to another day. Um, Being outside and, just the sounds, just I love being out in the woods. I love being out in the woods, man. Being up north is my happy. I've got a few, the different places for me. Obviously, for me, being happy places would be in church, would be in the gym, on my Harley, um, and just, stuff like that. Um, wow, Mary, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I got, first of all, let's just pop right down the line. Brandon and the family, happy Easter to all of you. To Kevin, we're right back at you, brother. Also to Mary Jane. And Mary Jane got to share a little bit of something else with us. How freaking awesome is this? I got to spend Easter with my friend of 101 years young. That is, I mean, again, you talk about a blessing. And the thing is, though, that is awesome. I mean, just the memories, the stories. But you could take that same statement and say, "I was blessed to spend Easter with my friend, of 10 years, of 10 years young, or 20, or whatever. Insert number here, and it would have been just as special." But being 101 years young is pretty special. That is awesome, Mary. Um, and it's just stuff like that. When I'm out, sometimes when I'm over when I'm visiting my dad at the cemetery, and I do the Stations of the Cross, and I can hear other families there visiting loved ones. And a lot of times you'll see the young kids with them, and hearing those, just the voices of just little kids playing, just laughing. And that's what I mean when I said just little things like that. Being out in the woods and hearing the sound of the wind cutting through the trees and the leaves. It's been, I can't even tell you how many times I've been out there and damn near, and I don't care. I mean, you guys know me by now. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I've been teared up many times just at the sheer beauty that is right there, right outside our window every day, and it's free. And I get to appreciate it now through clear eyes, clear mind, and it's just a great feeling, man. And these are things that I just really appreciate. And you guys spending time with this extended family, with all of us at My Fight Our War, with all of us at all the other platforms that have come together. I've said it so many times with all of us. Yeah, you look behind me, you got our wolf, man. You got the wolf pack. You got My Fight Our War. But then you've got all of the other incredible, incredible people out there with their shows and hosts of shows and platforms for recovery with all different names. And you know what? We're one big family. As it says right in our title, for it's My Fight, Our War. That's what it is. And just like with any family, you've got, the family name, and then you've got the extended family with all the different names, but are part of the same family. Same as us. Same as us. And so, it doesn't have to be some monumental thing going on, or some huge announcement, or a special Hallmark moment day to be happy for me anymore. Just opening my eyes to my little wonder dog here, Susie. Felicity, how are you? Manny and Tashlin. Okay, there must be something there, but Felicity, how you doing? And OG is actually not. She's whipped. She was been busy the last few days, to say the least, because of like I said, she handles all of the admin stuff, all of the scheduling for everything. Not only people coming on the shows, places that we have to go to do shows, all of the scheduling, the flights, the arrangements, the cars, the everything. And now we have got a flood of people um, just tagging, or I'm sorry, I'm reading this ad talking. It's a recipe for disaster. Um, but we're going to be heading to New York in a couple weeks. And my brother, Coach Anthony Morrissey, in New Milford, Connecticut, with his incredible family of hope dealers with the Brian Cody Brothers and Sisters Foundation. Um, that man, just like all of us here, you mention something and it's taken care of. We were talking about the show, and when we come out there, hey man, if you got people who want to tell their story, we're coming to New York, we're coming to Connecticut, and we've got a studio. You got a story to tell. I'm going to give you a platform to use it. That's all I had to say. And Coach lit it up, boy. And we've got just lists of people that it went from one text, hey, Manny, this is so and so. And I'd like you to meet to possibly come on the show, tell their story. 2 minutes later, Hey guys, this is Coach. This went on. I can't even tell you how many people that like that. And so, Coach, thank you so much. And actually, you know what? Everyone here is going to be. Brandon was already on. Kevin's coming on. Felicity, I know that. Yeah, I believe we talked to OG. What's this about? Maybe this is it. She does a lot. You both do. I will talk to her this week. There you go. Um, yes, there. That's exactly what I was about to say because I know that you were talking with her as well because we're going to get Felicity to come on the show. And again, how can you beat that, man? Here, it's a very simple, process. You know what? It just so happens I got a studio here. Susie the Wonder Dog, some cameras, and I got a. If you can't come to the studio in person, I'm going to send you a link. And if you'd like to tell your story and share your the agonizing parts of what addiction is to the incredible life that recovery is, let me know. Let OG know and we'll make it happen. I mean, what a great gig, huh? What a great job. And so that's how it went today, man. I got to enjoy myself. And I tell you what, I at the gym, they've got this very evil machine there called a scale. And pretty sure that this is probably wrong because I got on the scale and I believe I found out what it is. My morale or whatever they're called, hiking boots or my shoes, boots, whatever. It's got to be the new laces I put in are a little bit heavier than my other laces because when I jumped on the scale, it was like 3 or almost 4 pounds heavier. And I know it can't be the cake that I put into the ice cream and eat together at 10 o'clock at night before I go to bed. It can't be that. Um, could it? Maybe. and and no, I'm not kidding. It was so funny because I I love to eat, and we had the ice cream going. Man, I'm sitting there, was talking to my mom about ice cream, and it's like bowl. What do you mean bowl? She goes, what are you gonna put your ice cream in? I go, it comes in a bowl. Comes in different size bowls. It's its own bowl. All you gotta do is take the top off, grab a spoon, and go to town. That's what I do. And sure enough, boy, there's nothing like it. I just take that top off, and I've got it to a pretty good science now. They got these big plastic tubs, these little square plastic tubs, and it was cookie dough ice cream with something else. And there was also I can't remember what kind of cake it was, but you have to eat a certain amount out of the container because if it's too full, then the ice that's a mess. So you take just you eat some of that out of the container, so you could take some of the cake and drop it right in that bad boy, and then of course it's frozen. You throw that bad boy in the microwave and you hit it for about 20 seconds, 25 seconds or so. Man, look out. So that could be something to do with this evil thing that they have at the gym called a scale. Um, let's see what did I miss here. Let's go back to Felicity. Love you. What you do is amazing. Susie the Wonder Dog. Oh yeah, she's actually laying right here. Let's see if she can show some love up here. Come on. Oh, we got to pop you off here. Susie the Wonder Dog. She's like, it's a pen. Well, you can see her nose right there. She's like, it's a pen. Whatever. Um, it's the Felicity. Bam. You are right. DJ Bobby Boom in the house. Happy Easter, brother. I swear to God, man, you are tearing it up. Every time I look, I see a live, and the people you have on your show, your platform is freaking incredible. Check out DJ Bobby Boom, man. with everything he's got going on his site, his platform. It's never boring. It is full of excitement. It's intense. It's a lot of fun, man. So please check it out. See, can I get some? I know, man. It's so wrong, Felicity. It is so wrong. But you know what? I'm glad you put that in here because you are right. You are absolutely right. Um, we got to get a hold of actually right there. Um, my brother King Handsome today, besides being a very, very beautiful day, Easter Sunday, I haven't heard anything yet from my brother King Handsome because today was the expected date of a little whoa to come in this world. So I haven't heard anything yet. So King Handsome, talk to me, man. But if you want, also you want to talk about a good time, everybody, check out DJ Bobby Boom, and you go to his show because the guests that he has on are just incredible, and one of them is right there, man. King Handsome. You're not going to find very many people that work harder than him because that's all he does. He works, he raps, he works, he tours, he does events. He goes back and he raps some more, and then he goes in the studio. And then what does he do? He goes to another event. That's King Handsome, man. So you want to be impressed? Check it out. You're going to be impressed with both of them. DJ Bobby Boom, King Handsome. It just don't get no better, man. Um, And you know what? Right here pretty much sums it up. Sums it up. Sums it up, my brother. Um, and I know for me, in my past, I didn't think I needed anybody or anything except for me, myself, and my stupidity. And we all know where that gets us. But right here, what my brother says, man, you are so true. You are just spot on. My brother Bill Stacks talking about intensity and another amazing show. Check out Chatting with Stacks, my brother Bill Stacks. Check him out on YouTube as well. I mean, he is just his shows are incredible, and I mean they're just both. Oh, you know what, Felicity? I'm sorry, Bill. I'll get back to you in a second, but I just had I had a whoa moment because I saw this and it said both whoa and boom, and that's exactly what it says. Well, and because they're both freaking incredible. Here's what I saw and processed through this pea brain of mine because I'm thinking of this being the due date for Woe and his beautiful other half with Jazz is supposed to be having a little Woe anytime now. I don't know why, but when I saw your post, Felicity, it says both Woe and Boom. Don't ask me why I thought that said something like Whoa, baby. Or you know what? There's no way for me to make this make sense except for I'm Manny. That's the only excuse that I have to try to explain the nonsense that's floating around in these cobwebs right now because I got excited when I saw both Woe and Boom translated from there to here and to like some type of announcement for the baby. So, yeah, okay. Yeah. Hey, you know, at least I'm honest. And back to my brother, back to Bill Stacks, who I was very fortunate to have on my show um, in Connecticut. He was nice enough to come down to the studio, and I tell you what, it was intense because I mean, all of the stories, and what I love about the way I do it is, and everyone does it their own way when they're a host of the show. I've been on many shows where the host pretty much wants the whole outline. I mean, I've done shows where I'll talk to the person, maybe by phone or FaceTime or whatever, or even right before the show in the green room. And they're like, okay, so let's hear it. Okay. Um, so I start to tell just a little bit, little snippets of my life. And like, no, man, let's just, go over it real quick. Like, what you want me to tell my whole story to you in like 5 minutes and then tell it again? He goes, well, yeah, because I want to make sure, that nothing is said that shouldn't be said, this and this. I mean, really, there she goes. I love live. Um, so yeah, he's like, yeah. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But for me, I um I don't do that. And as anyone who's been on this show knows, that I will get some information, obviously, but I love that wow factor. I love the shock and awe factor. Just um, I've got a guest on, and they're telling me this story, and the audience is sitting there posting like, "Holy shit!" And you see me going, "Holy shit!" That was a Bill Stacks moment because about his, childhood growing up, man, from you know basically starting in juvenile right up to prison in the big house and everything that went along with it. And then we get to a certain part and it's like and then all of a sudden it's like bam. And I'm like, damn, man, that was really something. I go, all right, well, to move on. He's like, and I loved it too because he was like, but wait, that's not it. And when he did that, I started cracking up because for some reason, those infomercials when they're like, and if you act now, you get this, 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 and you get this many products, but if you do it now, but wait, there's more. That was Bill. He had this story built up and it was intense, and then he told what happened, the whole point of the story. And I was like, damn. And I go, well, man, that's pretty intense, man. I can't believe that. I go, thank you for sharing. And he's got that look. And again, it was another one of those, but wait, there's more. If you order now, you can get this free serving dish, for 19.99. But anyways, check it out. Chatting with Stacks, Bill Stacks is absolutely incredible as well. Everyone on here, man, you guys. Let's see what do we got. Today is the due date. DJ Bobby Boom, man, just confirmed, which I thought, and how can 420, my man, King Handsome, gonna have a little woe on 420. What do we got here? His new baby is pretty much my niece. That's family. Oh no. Manny, whoa, and Boom not having a baby. Mm. Hmm. 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 Oh man, it's time for some silly time again. I tell you what, man, I don't know if you guys got to check out the last couple days, but I don't know. I mean, um, oh, okay. You know what? And here, as I'm talking and staring and drifting off, it's blender brain. But I'm just wanted to see what Felicity also had talking about my brother. Whoa, King Handsome was definitely one of those people, man. His heart's as big as he is. So appreciate you, brother. Um, no, where'd this go? I read something wrong. No, you read that wrong. What did I read wrong? I need to put the blunts down. Oh, Felicity. Um, but the last few days, as you guys know that do follow me, is I don't script anything ever, 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 ever. You know, I've always said from day one, and I'm not going to change shit, is I don't want to be like everyone else's show, and that's not a slam towards anyone, but why would I want my show to be just like so and so show? And, because I'm sure a lot of other hosts out there don't want to be like me and they don't want to be like my fight. Whatever, man. That's great. We all are different people. But for me, I never wanted that cookie cutter approach where, you know, hello, I'm Manny Vitale, host of My Fight Our War. And today we've got a guest on who's going to tell their story of addiction into recovery. Thank you for coming on the show. So, how screw that? I almost had to beat my own ass just saying it that way. You know what? We're just going to let it happen the way it's supposed to happen. And how's that? The way it does. Does that mean mistakes? Yep. Does that mean screwing up during the life? Yep. Does that mean seeing tears and anger and swearing? Yep. Why? Because it's life. Why? Because that's what addiction is. It's real, it's raw, it's ugly. And then once we smash the shit out of it, it's beautiful. When we come together as a family and do what we do, it's absolutely beautiful. And I want to share every part of that I just talked about with everybody I can. And if that means me breaking down crying like a little bitch, I will do it. If that means, me being so angry I turn red as I'm screaming my head off because something angers me so much, I'm going to do it because they're called emotions and we all have them. Why would I sugarcoat anything when it comes to addiction? Addiction sure doesn't sugarcoat anything when it comes to killing us and our friends, does it? So why would we sugarcoat anything to be this? Last I checked, this is the internet, man. This is, I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong. I don't ever mean to come out here and I never will, you know, purposely disrespect anybody. Well, you know what? I probably shouldn't say that because, sometimes there's people out there that just push the right button. And as they say, it happens. But the bottom line is that we just, Sharon, how you doing, honey? Stories told from the heart, uncut. I mean, you can't get any more true than this statement right here from this amazing, amazing person who shared a story like no other. I mean, please check it out on My Fighter War on YouTube. I've put everything on the page as well. Very heartfelt. And when you are talking from the heart, you, I mean, um, I hope you're having a great day with the family and everybody. And it was such a pleasure having you on. You are truly just a beautiful person inside and out. And your greatness and your love and compassion and motivation is contagious. And I'm so proud of you for all you've done. And for those of you who did not see the show, please check it out. You'll know exactly why I just said those things because I just described Sharon. So again, thank you. Let's see. Kind of worried when I come on your show and tell my story because I swear a lot and I get my feelings, but that's life. Well, there's no fucking swearing on my show. So just let's be clear about that. Let's not start any shit and we'll just go from there. Okay. I'm just being an ass. But I no, you are completely right. But at the same time, I don't ever want to disrespect anybody either. I had an individual that I was chatting with on here, and it just like Felicity said, and just like Sharon said, when we are telling our stories of the stuff we went through, there's only one way to put it: freaking hell. There's no polite way to talk about hell without going through the anger and the tears, sometimes at the exact same time. And I was on the show. I had a person on the show as a guest, and we were chatting just like this. And yes, I let a few f bombs go because of the heat of the moment. That's me, and that was brought up as a concern about going forward to being on, not only this show, but others as well, that, we're a little bit concerned about the language. And, listen, I don't have to sit there and swear to get my point across. None of us do. But at the same time, don't tell me to come on your show and, Manny, don't hold back, man. I heard some of your stories and I want it to be real and raw, but don't do this. And then when it gets to this part, can you change it to this instead of that? No, no. And, that we are what we are, and for me, like I said, when I started my fire war, that I'm not going to be for everybody. None of us are. Some people are going to, love what my fight our war is and stands for. Um, and as far as me is hosting this thing, some people are going to, hopefully love me and appreciate me. But then you're going to have the others that are like, what a freaking prick. I can't stand that guy. And to those people, you know what I got to say to you? Welcome to My Fight Our War. You are welcome here. We will help you, motivate you, support you in any way possible. You don't have to like me. You don't have to like me at all. But don't judge these amazing people in My Fight Our War because of me. Judge them on their own merit. Judge them on their stories. That's all I have to say about that. But as far as me, you this is what you get. When these cameras stop rolling, I'm the same asshole when these cameras stop rolling. Oh, let's see. Damn, I bit my freaking lip. And this thing is killing me. I just figured I'd share that with you guys. And my only God, the upper power can judge me. Bam! Oh, these sayings are just keep them coming. I got my little buddies. I'm not sure if you saw the pictures at the cemetery. When I walk, I've got a couple little friends. I feel like the squirrel whisperer because when I'm there, they come right up. They'll follow me from all 14 stations. They will follow me from the first station all the way around this huge lot where the stations all are. They will follow me around, and if I forget they're there, they'll follow me. The one that I showed yesterday. I'm not even making this shit up either. I'm sitting there at one of the stations, and I always carry pumpkin seed or sunflower seeds with me because they love sunflower seeds. So I'll feed them and stuff. And of course, I'm looking at all these brown squirrels running around, all about the same size. It's like, so I go to feed the one, and this one literally runs right up to my hand and will take it out of my hand. So I see this squirrel, and I go to walk over there. This thing takes off like a bat out of hell, like I'm the squirrel hunter ready to take his life. So obviously that wasn't the right one. Well, the other day I'm sitting there, and I wasn't even thinking about the squirrels, man. I was really focused on my prayers, and I heard this noise, and all of a sudden I kind of felt something. I looked down. The squirrel was, when I say at my feet, he was at my feet with his little squirrel paws on the tip of my toe. And it was just like he had it, and he was just staring up at me like, yo, Manny, sunflower seeds, homie. So I had to take those pictures. But another thing, 6 years ago, hey, man, you want to go do the stations and feed the squirrels? Are you freaking insane? You got an 8-ball and a case of beer, you know, but, oh, how things have changed. Right, Felicity? Anyone else who's still out there? Um, I tell you, it was so Felicity, it was so cool. I mean, they're my little buddies, and I've always had the little squirrel whisperer, thing inside of me because, God, this I must have been 20, maybe 21, if that, and, me and, God, it would have been my first fiance. We were at the beach. It was right around fall, and we're walking around feeding squirrels. And again, these suckers, especially around the fall, they start getting very hungry and all their stuff storing food, and they start getting very close to humans. They're used to it, and we'd go there after work and just to walk and just chill. And sure enough, man, they'd see me, they'd hear that bag, and they'd come running. And there's a couple that I mean, they take it right out of my hand. I had those big circus peanuts, and I just give them to them. They bust the shell up. They'd go to town. Well, I was for what I was tired or something, so I just sat down on the ground. And I was just leaning back against a tree, and we're talking. And I look, and this squirrel's running full speed right at me. And I'm like, he ain't stopping. He ate, and he's run comes right up, and I had the bag of peanuts like right on my lap. And I reach into the bag and I toss it, and it lands right by my leg. So he runs right over, grabs it, picks it up, and all of a sudden he climbs up and he's on my leg, staring at me. I'm like, okay. So I give him a few more. I'm like, this is kind of cool. So I'm like, all right, well, we had a few more peanuts. So I threw him off to the side. He jumps down. And all of a sudden my girl, she's like, he's on the tree right behind you. And I turned and climbed up the tree, and it was like right there. So I took a peanut out of the bag and I put it like this. That little shit came off the tree, sat on my shoulder, and took the peanut and was eating. And I was like, "Ah, get a picture." So she did. But there's a problem. After he got done eating the peanut, just stayed sitting on my shoulder right here looking at me. And I'm like, if I move, this little shit could. Anyways, that's about 3 minutes of your life you'll never get back. So what can I say? Oh man. Well, Felicity, it looks like it's you and me. But I really do appreciate all you guys, man. And I just wanted to pop on here for a second. I was in the studio downloading some clips and some things that actually I got a chit chat with my brother Skylar Ray. We went in together, and we purchased a distributing company to distribute all of our content. And as I said, my IT skills are non-existent. So he still has to walk me through some of it to get my stuff out there, because as of now, it pretty much is just sitting here in computer land. And every now and then I'll figure out how to download a few, and I have done a few. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to get it from here onto YouTube. So I'm going to be doing that as well with tomorrow with my brother Skylar Ray. And tomorrow, I do not have the schedule in front of me. Damn it. We are going live tomorrow. And again, exactly at 7 p.m. ish. And I do not have the information who the guest is. And I apologize. But I will tomorrow. I'm going to hit the promo, and I'll send it out tomorrow morning for the whole day. And we will be going live with our guest tomorrow again, promptly at 7 p.m. ish. And then this week, I'm not sure. I know we've got a couple of add-ons. Plus Wednesday, we got Music and Mayhem, and we're adding on days as well. So I'm not sure what they are, because I'm not allowed to do that anymore. I'm not allowed to schedule. I'm in schedule purgatory. I'm in schedule time out because I even screw that up. So basically, this is my job. I sit here, I look into that, and I talk into this. And I hopefully do stuff that that you guys can relate to in one way or another, to help this battle, and in a very serious manner, if needed, or with some of the stupid ass shit I do and say in a funny manner, if that helps. Either way, I don't care what it is. If it helps somebody in their battle with addiction get sober and stay sober, I'll be the meanest prick you've ever met, or I'll be the silliest son of a bitch you've ever seen. I make fun of myself all the time. Nobody laughs at me more than me, trust me, because I continue to do stupid shit every time I turn on that camera. Every time. And but that's all right. I don't mind. Life is good. That's all I can say. Life is good. And I've been very blessed. And I'm going to share that every chance I get. So I am going to call it a night. But before I do that, I just want to go through here and make sure I didn't miss anything. They yeah, Felicity. Yeah, they put me in scheduling timeout. No, Manny. No. Sharon, I hope you had a great, great holiday uh, or weekend. I hope you had a very happy and very blessed Easter for you, your family, everyone. And yeah, we got to get, Wednesday, we got to get pound cake, some more camera time. Um, and we all definitely had a very here at the Vitale household and all that with mom and everyone in the family. It was a very, very blessed day and absolutely loved it. Other than that, I think I did decent with the comments. But you know what? I can't do it too good because you guys will expect that. And please don't ever expect that. So Sharon, have a great week. And again, it was great having you on the show. And Felicity, thank you. All you guys, man. Thank you for all that you've done, all that you're doing, and continue to do. You know, we need this. We need this family to grow. We need to grow tight. We need to be respectful, but we need to be real. And sometimes the things that you're going to see on our show, some of the things you're going to hear, I mean, it's not pretty. But last time I checked, there's nothing pretty about addiction because addiction will frickin' kill you. Bottom line. And we're not going to let that shit happen. And if I have to swear and get kicked off here, I'll swear and get kicked off here. I'll do whatever it takes to do my part. So until next time, man, I love you guys and I wish you all the very best. Keep fighting the good fight. And again, a very happy, blessed Easter to all of you. And love you guys.